One of these mats is one of the easiest things that you can use for plantar fasciitis, but here's a secret. You don't actually need the mat to do this. In this video today, I'm going to show you why this works and how you can make Mother Nature do it for you without having to be stuck to this mat. Now, what we would do with this mat is we would actually explore the mat. And you should ideally go shoes and socks off. It doesn't do anything definitely to have shoes on, but socks can actually deaden the experience too. But I'm actually going to go all around this mat here and then try to shove the mat a little bit into the ground. Okay. Now, this mat does have bigger areas, bigger ridges and so on, and I'll talk to you about those a little bit later and how Mother Nature has their own. But you have to explore all parts of the mat with all parts of your foot, and you're going to spend 2 minutes doing it. Now, for a lot of people that do this, they notice that their foot feels a little bit more awake, their heel pain is stopped, and if they do it frequently throughout the day for just a couple days, that the pain in the morning, the first step in the morning, will oftentimes stop. So the way this works is there's two principles. Number one is stimulation of the foot, what we call afferent input. It's where you're feeding the foot spatial awareness because there's a lot of bumps and pressures in there that it hasn't gotten in a while, and it's helping to reorganize the foot's stability system. So sometimes you have blindfolds on people, they don't really walk super well, and if you put a blindfold on your foot, then it won't operate super well either. So you're allowing to have spatial awareness. The other thing is that we have mobility aspects sometimes of the foot that can be limited, and you can get the pressure or the higher spots to actually start to quote unquote adjust them. And so I'm going to show you here so you can understand all the tarsals of the foot here. So there's the big toes broken off here, but you can see all these little joints here, which are like, they have a ton of movement in them, or they should anyways. And so you can stretch these things to death if you want to, but usually the easiest thing to do is just stick something kind of big, I'll say my knuckle, underneath this thing, and then just put your body weight on the darn thing, right? So we can take this and you just put pressure onto it, aka walking through hard rocks, and then as you take every step, that knuckle kind of moves, the high spot moves. So you're organizing and manipulating parts of the foot with Mother Nature's system, which is going to be landscaping rocks. Now, I've had the question many times of, well, I already walk barefoot, so barefoot in my house is okay, right? No. Do you have landscaping rocks in your house? Probably not. Most people have very smooth hardwood surfaces or carpet, and that's okay to do. It's just different. Second question I get is, what about sand at the beach? Is that not the same thing? No, because it's not hard, right? I hope you see where I'm going with this. So if the goal is to get sensory input, yeah, you can use all those things, but it needs different sensations. It needs sticks and rocks and sand and so on. But if we're talking about actually manually manipulating, we actually need force. And so you need force on that one spot. I wouldn't go overboard and start jumping on one rock over and over again, but your body's going to absorb those forces when you hit a rock. And that's going to help to mobilize the foot over time. This is a very, very sneaky way to treat plantar fasciitis, and I've seen it work many times. Now, if you guys are looking for more suggestions on how to treat plantar fasciitis, we do have a free PDF giveaway that's going to be in the link description for this video. It's about a 50-page book that we wrote here at Performance Place, which covers a lot of aspects and also biomechanics that you may not be aware of yet, and they're really easy wins that people miss out on, just like this. So subscribe to the channel, take advantage of that. We'll see you next time.